The other day, I was walking with my daughter, the 6-year-old, and we had just come from this school picnic she had, and we were there with her sister and her mom, who I'm now divorced from, but we were all there together. Aww. And then we were walking away, and she stopped and looked kind of somber and said, "Daddy, can I ask you a question?" And I thought, oh, wow, this is going to be heavy.
Heavy stuff.
She's deep in thought. She looks really serious.
Yeah.
And I actually got on a knee, and I said, of course you can ask me a question. And she said, how many seconds an hour? And I said, oh, well, honey, your mother doesn't love you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now you say you're divorced. It's all
No, we're separated.
You're going through the thing.
I just like saying divorced. It feels good. I mean, we just haven't done it.
Get used to it. Yeah,
we haven't set a date yet. But,
looking forward to it.
It is exactly the same as getting married on the other end.
It's on the tail end of it. Yeah,
like when you're getting married, when you truly love each other, you're like, well, we'll have the wedding at some point. Like we don't really care. We're like engaged couples that kind of don't get around to it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's oh no, I mean we hate each other, but at some point we'll put it on paper. We're going to have a small divorce, just go to City Hall.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
Don't want a lot of people being involved.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be a messy divorce?
No, I don't think, because we're doing it together. And anybody who's the only reason I say this on the air, because I think it's important, if you get divorced with kids, you should do it with a mediator. If you get two lawyers, the lawyers want you to fight to the maximum level.
Of course they do.
So they'll tell you.
That's smart.
Because there's nothing in it for the lawyers if it's solved right away.
No.
The longer it goes, they get their
it's the worst
piece of the action.
It's the worst possible way, because when you have kids, if you're divorced and you have kids, you're still combined you're still a family.
Yeah, you have now this permanent attachment to this woman
forever,
no matter what.
Forever. She will always be the third most important person in my life, even if I get remarried.
I am so glad I didn't have kids.
Yeah, no,
I am so glad I never have. I just ship off checks, and even that will end.
Yeah, and if we had two lawyers, they would both tell us the most contentious version of our rights, so that we would fight each other, and then and also it's.
Wait, Lou, how does a mediator get paid? How do you guys pay a mediator as opposed to a lawyer getting a percentage? How does a mediator?
We pay him per the hour. We go every week to this guy. And we
together?
Yeah.
And how is that?
And they kind of divvy stuff up.
Well, and we talk about our schedule with the kids. There's a lot of, there's an ongoing process of raising the kids.
But are you looking
together.
at each other like, I hate you, or is it like very...
Well, there's times in mediation, I don't hate her. And actually, we've grown to be pretty, we get along better now, for sure. I don't hate her. Never have. But, when I'm in mediation, I mostly talk to him. Like, I've actually gone through whole sessions where I don't. She could have been wearing a Nixon mask, and I wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
I'd be sitting there. I would have never gone, whoa, hey, that's weird. Why'd you do that? But,
lawyers will just rip you to pieces, make you hate the other person.
Yeah, and also it doesn't make sense financially, because there's a bunch of things that, there's going to be some formula of how much am I paying in child support, and how much am I paying in alimony, and how much of it is this enhanced earnings thing.
Oh.
And those three are different tax rates and stuff, so it's better for the family in general if I boost, I don't know which one is less taxes.
Yeah.
But if it was lawyers, they would just try to get these maximum amounts for her, and it wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? So we can actually, we all gotta live together. So we're doing it with this guy, and we make all the agreements for the divorce together, but then it's written as a contract, and it's binding by law.
My divorce trial lasted.
A court, we can force each other to do it. Once we've agreed to it, it's exactly like a divorce settlement. It's the same thing, but we just did it jointly.
Is the mediator a lawyer?
He's he's a guy who's part therapist, part lawyer, part a bunch of things. He just knows everything.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Right.
More people are doing it your way too. They're seeing
the only way to do it.
This is the way to go.
It's the only way
Anthony,
to do it.
My actual divorce trial lasted probably 20 minutes before I just sat down. I was in the stand, and I'm being questioned, and I just said, no, stop this. I'm going to settle.
Right.
I'm just going to walk into a room with the ex,
Yep.
sit her down, no lawyer in there, no nothing, and go, okay,
What do you want?
we got to settle this
Yeah.
because I can't go through this.
It's awful.
It's horrid. And you do wind up really legitimately hating the person.
Oh, definitely. No, it's the worst thing in the world.
Ugh.
Because you couldn't possibly feel more anger towards anybody than an ex-spouse.
No.
There's nobody you could that is the worst person on the planet.
And being filtered through a lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
And no one can take more from you than someone who you were supposed to share everything with
Right.
the rest of your life.
Oh.
and who now you're not going to.
I was driving home so many
Jesus,
times
that's
where
grim.
I was just, it was all consuming. Where I'd be driving home with anger.
Yeah.
Just anger and just wishing awful, horrible things.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, it is terrible. And the guy told us, the mediator's helped me a lot. In one sense, he's given me perspective on the thing. Cause like one time we were talking about some issue and I'm telling him really like, I feel like I'm saying something really dramatic right now. This is like something I'm opening up and saying that I haven't said in 15 years with her. And he has, I'm going to really make him understand this. And as I'm saying this really big stuff, I realize that he's sort of staring at my eyes and then my nose and then he's drifting.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he goes, like he's surprised all of a sudden to be in the room. Because he was falling asleep. And I'm looking at him, he's looking at me really intently and then all of a sudden he goes, what? And I realized that he's been falling asleep while I'm talking. Because I'm boring. And we're boring. The whole thing is boring and common and
he's
stupid.
heard it all.
He's heard it all. He's seen it all.
Yeah. And also, who cares? Like, I think it's this big thing I'm going through. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just another couple breaking up. Shut up.
That's what that's the same thing I thought about the trial. Like I'm thinking, I'm talking to my lawyer and I'm going, I got this. I was thinking about this all night. What if this and strategy? And it's like, no. You don't seem to understand. This is a formula thing.
No.
This is a math problem. This has nothing to do with you. No one's going to barge into the courtroom and say, Your Honor, I have evidence that's going to. It's this and this, and they take a little slide rule and they do that, and that's what happens.
No, it's just America taking another dump in the love statistics.
Yeah, that's it. You're a stat. Congrats. Congrats, statistic.